Hey, this is Eileen Fernandez-Parker from Cultivating the Learning. In this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how you can create a form and then you can dump the responses into a spreadsheet. And on the spreadsheet, you can add an add-on called Autocrat that will take the information from the spreadsheet and then you can send it to a Google Doc. So this tutorial is going to be a little bit longer than normal. I have my form set up here. I just have first name, last name, email. You absolutely have to collect the email because the Autocrat will actually email the document to the person. So the person will have a record of his or her responses. So a reason why you might use this is for building learner profiles, or it could be teachers' responses to a special education form about a specific student, or it could be really anything that can go into a spreadsheet. But all of the information has to be in one row. So you'd have to set it up so that it lines up that way. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to click on responses, and then we're going to create the spreadsheet that this form will be connected to. It automatically defaults to the name and then responses after it in parentheses so that they're easy to find. And I don't have an existing spreadsheet, so I'm going to choose to create a new spreadsheet. And then I'm going to hit create. So my new spreadsheet opens up directly next to my my former tab that I was on. So here it is up here. In the first row, I'm going to click on the first row to highlight it. You can see that the default is that the question that I put in the form automatically shows up as my heading. So I'm going to select row 1 first of all, and then I'm going to go to my wraparound button, text wrapping, and I'm going to choose the middle one. So these questions are pretty long for a heading. So what I want to show you is there's a newer feature inside forms, and I'm going to switch back to forms. I'm going to switch back to the questions. And here, instead of having this big long question about how would you rate yourself, I'm going to go down to the More button here, and I'm going to choose Description. Because now what I can do is I can cut the actual question and put it in the description. And this one is about docs. So I know that all of those questions in the spreadsheet, I know that I'm asking the person, how do they rate themselves on docs? But I don't need to see that full question in the spreadsheet. So now I can just put docs here, and I can do the same thing for each of these. So I can go to the More button and choose Description. I can cut this and paste it here, and then I can type Slides here. And I'm going to pause and do the other two. Okay, I'm back. And now each of them now just has one word as the actual question, but the question for the person is listed as a description. So if you want to see what it would look like on a live form, this is what it looks like. And the person can clearly see that this is the question. Okay? So the reason that you want to have a short word or one or two words here or a category is because when we go back into the spreadsheet, did you see how it automatically switched? I didn't have to change anything. The spreadsheet is linked to the form, so it automatically did that for me. Now, that's going to be very important in the next video. So I'm going to just say that for now, and I'm going to show you how to add on the Autocrat add-on. So right here is the add-ons menu, and I already have Autocrat on here, but I'm going to go to Manage, and I'm going to take it off. No, I don't want to take it off because I might lose some of my data on other things. So let me back out of there. You're going to go to add-ons, and you're going to choose Get Add-ons. And then up here, you're going to type in Autocrat. But before you do that, notice that there is an education filter. So when you choose that, then you can explore all of these add-ons that are particularly good for teachers and students and schools, okay? So I'm gonna go back up here and I'm just gonna type in Autocrat, and here it is. This is what it looks like. Notice for this one, whoops, when you click on it, it gives you some pictures, some screenshots for what you need to do to set things up. It has some directions here, so it is like your little tutorial. If you scroll down, it gives you a prose description. If you scroll down some more, you get the reviews, okay? So for this one, if we look up here, you can see it's got 4 stars and it's got 1,360 people who reviewed it. So that's pretty darn good. So this, I would say, is a pretty reliable add-on. Now, because I already have it added, this button here says Manage. So I'm going to just back out of here, and I'm going to show you what one looks like that I don't have yet. So if I choose this app Follow, right here, when you do Autocrat, you'll see that it says free, and you would click on free, and then there are all sorts of allowances that you have to give. So you select your account. It always makes you do that. You can't pick and choose these, so if you want the app, you have to allow it. And now when I go to add-ons, you'll see Autocrat is there. And I'm going to go to Autocrat and I'm going to go to Launch. Okay, so I'm going to stop here so that you can do those steps. And then my next video is going to be how to actually set up the Autocrat. So I'm going to close this out. I'm going to have you catch up. And then when you're ready, go to the next video.